This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
You know, they talk about going up light. Yeah. You ever heard that term? Going up easy, going up light?
Yeah.
In other words, when he wants to body slam you or do something, pick you up, you help yourself up. Yeah. You know, your legs are strong. You can go up without fans really noticing that you're helping. But right there, we saw Ronnie just kind of deadlifting because Arn really didn't expect him to go up. So that just shows you the strength of these guys, of Arn and Ron and the guys that worked. I mean, not all had the Nikita Koloff physique, but they were all strong, man. Hell, Dusty Rhodes was strong.
Oh, of course.
I like this. I like that neck vice.
How about this? It looks real.
Yes, it does. Turn Marty's head around. You know what else makes it look real? And I tell when I was, I told some kids like this at the school, is that what makes it look real is your facial as well. Not the person in the vice, but Ronnie's face. You see, he's gritting too. He's like got the teeth out. He's got that face like he's really putting some effort into it. And he's tightening up his biceps and everything. It's an art form, man. I mean, it is. That's one thing I loved about wrestling more than anything. Well, I love the promos, but that's an art form too. But this stuff is an art form. And you think you knew, but you didn't really know. Now you know, of course, but back then you didn't know. And Arn, just look at Arn selling here. He's selling, but he's got his dukes up. And he's feeding him. Bam. Good shit.
1986, man. Mm-hmm. The good old days.
The good old days, buddy. Wonderful times. Wow. Thinking about this. Those two girls right at Arn's rear end there. Get your fat ass out of here. Listen, this was, I think, I may be wrong. This is going to happen. We've already seen Dusty kind of say something about him, and now he directly talked to him. I don't think we're finished. I think we're going to hear more of that during 86. Not all the time, but I don't think he's finished with those girls.
I don't think you're done with him.
No, that's right, because if you give people like that attention, they're going to up the ante. You think you're going to hush them by jumping in their shit, but no.
Next week on the show, we've got Ron Garvin in action, the Barbarian in action. George South will be wrestling Leo Burke. Pez Watley will be in action. And you've even got an interview with you and Pez, where Pez is going to say that he's supporting Dusty Rhodes in his challenge against Tully Blanchard. Mm-hmm. We also see the Rock and Roll Express, the Midnight Express, the Road Warriors. Black Bart will be here. Baron Von Raschke will be in action. Mm-hmm. Jimmy Garvin is going to have one of his first matches here on TBS. Lots of fun stuff coming up next week.
I think Flair has walked to the set here, so I think he's on commentary.
Let's track it.
But put your money on Arn Anderson if you're a smart man.
Rick, you're watching it. Arn's trying to come up. Can he do it? Garvin, the hands of stone. He's knocked you out, Rick. Garvin has knocked you out. He can do it to Arn.
David Crockett, on his best day, he couldn't knock Ric Flair out. On his best day, with my hands tied behind my back.
Well, what'd you do? Did you trip and fall? Land on your face?
Sucker punch me. I'm talking about head up.
Ron Garvin, we saw it right at the top of the program. Turn you around, Ric Flair.
You're talking about one of the Andersons. You're talking about one of the Andersons. You're talking about a Flair and Anderson, synonymous with greatness. You're talking about the greatest professional wrestlers in the world. Believe me, Arn Anderson will prevail.
We'll see. High back drop. Arn, though, he's feeling the pain in that arm. He's feeling the pain in the arm.
Go get him double A. Yeah, what about Garvin now, huh? Go get him double A.
He starts to stomp away. In the back.
Now. Come on, smart guy. What do you got to say, huh?
He picks him up for the slam. Hard on the mat.
Oh, boy. I wouldn't want to be in Ronnie Garvin's
right now.
So you're just laying out here. You're letting Rick use your mic.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. Laying out. I don't think Rick is using my mic. I think David's working the mic with him. But I'm laying out because, shit, man, I'm marking out here. Right? Ric Flair's talking. Just stand over there and be quiet. It's kind of like what I try to do when
Jericho's in.
When Jericho's in, or Eddie Kingston joins us, or Don Callis. Hold on. Don Callis.
Do you have a hairball?
No, I'll just spit on the ground when I said Don Callis.
I thought you called him Calais.
Calais? Yeah, that's right. He was Cyrus the Virus, wasn't he?
Yeah, but sometimes you'll say Don Calais.
Don Calais, yeah. I really like Don. I do.
I just a regular ass Callis.
Yeah, right. He's a talented guy. But anyway, so I'm marking down late for, and David just jumped right in Flair's shit, man. I just love it. Just absolutely love it. And Flair always said that, hey, we're heels. We get beat, we take a bad punch, or we get hurt, and we lie about it on TV the next day. That's what heels do. And again, Flair's, he never knocked me out. Well, we saw it, but he's still lying about it. Of course he knocked him out. Sucker punched me. Just good stuff. Good old school stuff. Where did it all go wrong, Conrad? Was it society changed? Was that it? Too much wrestling on TV? What happened? I mean, you go 3 years into the future, and this ain't it.
It's way different.
Yeah, just 3 years. It all changed, man. It's like anything else. I get it. I mean, nobody else had cell phones back in that day. Nobody had the internet. No one had emails. So society has changed and changed. Do you remember when you first started doing an email?
I think my first email was probably maybe 95.
Yeah.
It could have been 94, but it definitely wasn't 93.
Yeah, I'm thinking around 95 too. And what I remember about that, and this is where email all of a sudden, we used to have mailboxes, and JR would format a show, and he would make copies and put it in everybody's mailbox. And then all of a sudden he started emailing them to us. I thought, wow, it's right here on my desk. I don't have to go to pick up a piece of paper. So Arn's looking for the time. Look at this. He wants to buy some time here.
Drop down. It goes around the stretch.
When was the last time we saw a good abdominal stretch on TV?
I can't remember one on
You should put a bug in somebody's ear, have them start doing abdominal stretches on AEW.
I'm going to talk to Britt about that.
Oh, dude, that'd be great.
She's my buddy.
She'd point to you. This is for you, Schiavone.
Oh, he threw that apron, and that Dusty Hater caught it.
Right.
Look at her. She's really excited.
All right, picks him up. Watch it. Buster puts his face right in the mat. Hey, look at Rick. Look at watch it. Oh, look at Rick now. Brave man. Brave man. Yeah, brave man.
Now tell me about it.
Now. You go in there when the man's down.
Tell me about it. I couldn't have done it better myself. You are a world champion. That's right. Woo! Lesson number 1, Garvin. Starting today.
All right, Arn Anderson still the world TV champion along with Ric Flair.
Super! I was wondering when Arn was going to take enough. Now look at Garvin out there in the middle of the ring. Does that look like any man that could knock anybody out with one punch unless it was a sucker punch? Justice will be done. You mess with the bull and you're going to get the horn. And there's a prime example. And I hope you people learn a lesson. And I know Arn Anderson, I know Ric Flair, and I know the Anderson boys, and they have just begun to settle a score. So the other Cowboys will be shaking in their boots. Now, Jimmy Knight, let me tell you something, boy. 1985. Put the camera on that. Put the camera on that. 1985, I suffered injury after injury. And you get out here and you say, those 3 foreigners. Let me tell you, you say it like it's something terrible and something bad and you can barely get it out. But let me tell you, those 3 foreigners are going to be my army in '86, my revenge. Now listen, you heard through a grapevine. You heard that I was coming. I tried to keep it a secret, and I was going to annihilate you in '86 from the back door. But since it's out in the open, Valiant, let me tell you something, Valiant. You are mine, and I'm making it public, and I'm going to go through you like Epsom salt, not myself. I'm going to get my personal satisfaction through this thing right here, my wallet, and I'm going to do it through the claw, through the barbarian, and through Khan. And brother, Valiant, you're gone in '86. Boogie Woogies, the plan is working, and that's all you need to know.
We're coming right back. Don't go away.
Amen.
Man, there's such a difference between the excitement that Flair brought and Paul Jones. I don't mean that to be disparaging.
Yeah.
But it's like you're at peak and then not so much. Let's listen to
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.